Okay. Okay. All right. Here we
All
go.
right, here we go. Morning.
Good morning, man. How you feeling today?
I'm exhausted. How about you?
For the first time in about, I don't really know how long, 3 weeks, a month, do not feel exhausted. I feel I did not get enough sleep, but I feel good, energized, like
Well,
ready to go.
you tee it up well because today we're going to talk about sleep.
What? Yeah,
Um,
we are.
but before we do,
Yeah. So check it out. My name's Rodney,
and I'm Keith.
and look, in this here series of videos, Keith and I are just simply chronicling our journey. That's it. We're chronicling our journey, and we're trying to leave some notes and some nuggets for our daughters. So today we're gonna talk about sleep. Keith, you brought it up. What do you got to say about the matter?
God, man. I mean, the last what 3 years have been a tenuous cycle of sleep habits. Having two young children, and
Amen.
our oldest, who sleeps really well, um, got into a really good rhythm, and then we had our second, and then it all went to hell in a handbasket in the last 10 months.
Yeah.
But she, and one of the things that I really like in all of this, I really started to try and focus on my sleep, right? Like, I think for the last 4 years, I've been trying to build better sleep habits because, it's a thing these days. But there's just so much amazing research out there on the power of sleep and the importance
Mhm.
of it. And, funny thing is, though, we adjust, right? We adjust and we adapt to create this regular cadence of 2 hours and 3 hours because you're in, back to one of our prior videos, survival mode. Hey, Reese Cup. Um, and, up until this point, like last night, I
Mhm.
started getting sleep again. It wasn't great. I've been between 6 and 8 hours. But man, last night was rough, and I just feel it. Like,
Can I say real quick? You
yeah,
mentioned that you just started really getting sleep. It was like what, 4 years ago,
four or
four
5 years ago.
five
Yeah,
years. It almost feels unfair. It's like I
yeah,
never valued sleep. Then I
yeah.
started valuing sleep, and then I had children.
And then I couldn't sleep anymore.
And then my new state of life is sleep is not
Sleep.
sleep. Like
But once you
sleep's
start
not a
paying
thing.
attention to it, once you start getting into that rhythm, you start seeing, like, these last 10 months, you and I, my memory has been shot. Like, I
Oh
can't
boy, yeah,
remember
yeah.
anything.
It's creepy.
Organization is off. Like, all of those, and they're little things. The way you use a word, you forget a word,
Hmm.
and you're trying to type an email, and it's like, I don't even know what email is anymore. Like, and it's just those moments of complete lack of clarity and ability. And once you
So
start
let's.
getting sleep again, you feel better about it. But like last night, and this is why we bring it up, my sleep was bad, and I feel it hard. It's not just like a bad, like, I just feel it. My brain is not functioning at its optimal level.
We'll do one on tricks like to get past that because
Yeah.
I think I've become a master of that in the last like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But like, I want to highlight the point you made, how important sleep is. Like, the research is not small. It is
It's not.
overwhelming, and it is
Yeah.
not an option. Like, I don't care if you think like, oh, I can get 2 hours and I'm okay. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. Like, you might be part of the 1% that can
Yeah.
actually
It's like
function on three
3%
hours of
on less
sleep,
than 3 hours. Yeah.
but the chances are you are not. And your
Yeah.
brain is just fooling you into thinking that you are, and you're just making an ass
Because
of yourself
you have
all
to
day long.
adapt, right? You have to adapt, and you do, and your body does. But if you ever give yourself like, find your optimal, mine's 7.5 to 8 hours, and you
I'm like
do that.
7.5 to 8. I'm a 7 to 8.
If you do that for 5 days, and you wake up
Can't go off the first three because the first three you actually feel worse. It's
right,
weird.
you could do that for 5 days. All of a sudden, you think more clearly. Everything starts making sense. That never like. And it makes me think back to all those times in my 20s. It's like, why was I staying up so late? No wonder I had to drink so much coffee. No wonder I had to force myself through the day, and
Well,
I couldn't
there's
survive. But
there's a whole bunch
I
there. I
mean,
mean,
yeah,
but sleep is just so like it is the foundational. Like, if your hormones are off, if your digestion is off, if your appetite is
yeah,
off, if your cortisol level, like, if any of that is wrong, you gotta like you should start with sleep. It's
Yeah.
amazing to me that doctors rarely talk about sleep.
It's not on the question. How many hours of sleep do you get a night?
My doctor
No?
just added it.
Did
My
he?
doctor just added it
Or
in the
she?
last 6 months.
Yeah.
He. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you just do there?
Yeah.
Buy as much.
Yeah, buy as much. But tell us, do you get enough sleep, or do you feel you get enough sleep, and how many hours a night do you get?
Mm.
You know, and the reason we ask these questions is, listen, part of what we're trying to do is really build a community around our collective journeys to the infinite mindsets that we're trying to be as we traverse and navigate life and all of the things that we have to enjoy and
That's right.
work through as we try to accomplish the things we want to accomplish. So thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in as always. And I hope you got some sleep last night.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.